Alright. Congratulations, everyone. I'm going to fold that, believe it or not, because my chip stack just isn't deep enough. 2,400, and I'll do that. I'll go ahead and limp there. 30 big blinds is the magic number for me to over limp, or I should limp with small pocket pairs like this. From about here, where time is, all the way to here. Is that right? Yeah. Because I think he's the button. Yeah, so that makes sense. And that just gives you enough implied in case for enough people to come along and you have to hit and then still get paid off when you do hit. 25 is borderline. It used to be what I did go with, but I'm gonna start going with 30 on the advice of Jim. She's kind of just done further research and asked some questions of some other people about that. Come up with 30 big blinds being a better number. Especially as these blinds get a little higher, it makes it just a lot tougher to limp into pots like that. And there's also an argument, actually, especially in a deeper stack event, something deeper than this, when we start with, say, 5,000 chips or something, where I could raise any pocket pair. And that was an option even here, that I could have done that. With a smaller stack in the big blind like this, I just really didn't feel like that would be a great idea. Of course, I'm folding this. I have to fold. Giving queso hell again. I'm so mean. 9-2. Oh God, I just can't. I want to. Look at that. I got a great setup here. He's short. Fortunately, he raised and beat me to it. I would fold that. It's just well on down the list. That was a bubble situation, then I can shove any two, but we're well away from the bubble. Alright, here I will raise this on hand strength, and I'll be forced to, unfortunately, call Chrissy if that is the case. But, well, that's just the way it goes sometimes. He might just shove. That's one way to avoid the problem. Doesn't like being sandwiched between the chip leaders. Well, you just shove and it doesn't really matter. Got 3 short stacks. Somewhat understandable here. Oh, paired board. Aces play. He's kind of short as well. I'll raise this. Actually, well, I got time here in the big blind. I may have to tighten that up just enough to make that a full. Ah, he's limped in. What is he limping with? Certainly going to avoid finding out myself with my own chips. Oh, another limper from another short stack. To be honest, why these guys are limping is beyond me. Now he shoves that flop twice the pot. Is that a draw? Is he trying to prevent a draw from getting there? Did he hit the 10? Oh dear. Oh, it worked. Picked up some needed chips. King 3's no good. Of course, he limped in with a non-monster, obviously. There, he just thought he had a straight. I don't know what he's limping in with there, that stack. Again, like we were talking about earlier, I just think it's fairly horrible. to have 11, 12 big blinds and be limping and then folding later. You're just pissing away chips. I'd rather see him open shove or fold than just limp in, especially if he's not a monster. Not won that lot. He should be shoving or folding are the only two options he really should be having. That overlimp was horrible earlier, in my opinion. I mean, you need to get it in, pal. I don't know, who's this? Talnet? Is that right? Talnet? You can't be just hoping that you hit a set or your ace or your flush or whatever that you had in that hand a couple hands ago. You need to make a decision. You need to get it in and get it in fast. He needs to get it in if he's got it. Oh, okay. Same thing with Chrissy. I'm sorry, but you're too short. You need to be getting it in. You haven't got time to be speculating. You just do not have enough chips to speculate properly. Let's see if you end up with a monster here or something. Wake up with aces or kings, I can kind of understand. Now he's raised. He's certainly taking advantage of the limpers. He must have a strong enough hand to do so. And that's what we've seen earlier from him. And with all these chips, I can understand it. Now here we go. I've got aces. I have got a little over 20 big blinds, so I have room to make my standard raise. If I had something like 1,300 chips, I would actually make my raise a little bit smaller to accommodate that. But here I can go for my full 3x. I don't expect to get played back at here. But, never know, these guys got chips, they might. Nope, give me respect or bad shit, one or the other. Nope, I don't play around with that. In a much deeper event, if we're all deep, you can start raising hands like this for deception. But most of the games that I play, the vast majority of the games that I play, are just not set up that way. I just don't play those games. You know, have 5,000 chips, even 3,000 chips with small blind levels. I just don't play them anywhere near enough to worry about making my play deceptive. Now, playing these things enough, I might start to do that because everyone would know each other enough that I would have to maybe start doing that on occasion. And maybe I would still only do it when it was early. I don't know if I'd be doing it here when there's not, you know, we're at the final table and the blinds are starting to get high and people are getting short. Like I said, I don't want to get caught. Okay, now he should, in my opinion, should have just got it in to begin with. It doesn't really matter here, but there's no way he was folding. But still, why not just get it in? This is one way to play. I mean, he's never folding. Okay, crap. I'm not calling this. In case you're wondering, witness shoves, I'm not calling. If witness limps, I will try to shove over and scare the bejeebies out of him. But crap is crap. And then folds. I will shove Prissy. I'm easily strong enough to shove there. But I won't be able to do anything with anybody else here. What in the world does that mean? Again, something I just think is awful. I'm gonna fold though.